Hey guys, DT06 Toys here, back with another review. This time I'll be reviewing the S.H.Figuarts Android 17 from the Universal Survival Saga. Let's get right into it. Before I get on with this review, I would like to point out that this figure, along with its twin counterpart, were noted to have a number of QC issues. For the most part, my copy of Android 17 didn't really have any issues, save for a couple of faceplates, which I will bring up later. Anyway, in terms of aesthetics, I find 17 looks really good. He really looks like how he does in the anime, though if there are any complaints, it's the logo on his chest. It looks like it's cut off slightly at the bottom here, and I guess that's not much of an issue, but I find it a little glaring. So yeah, there's almost no shading on this guy either, except for his jeans, and it looks pretty good. Other than that, there's great attention to detail in other areas of the figure, like the Ranger armband, the sculpt on his ab section, and his belt. All these details just make 17 look really good. So, for articulation, Android 17 can look up pretty far, and can look down pretty far as well, though his hair is blocking the articulation a bit. It's not too bad. Left and right, no issues. Side to side tilts, no issues. Now to his arms, he can move past 90 degrees, which is great, but the range itself is not the best. It could be better. Can move forward. Alright, it's not the best, not the worst. And he can move back. Depending on how you adjust that shoulder, you can push it pretty far, as you can see. Rotation at the shoulder, and rotation at the bicep as well. Double jointed elbows, very nice. And of course, the standard wrist peg articulation, which means rotation and movement up and down, or left and right, depending on where it's positioned. Now, his lean back is pretty good, and his lean forward, pretty good as well. His side to side is barely existent, unfortunately, and his rotation, it's really tight, so I recommend not rotating that section. The rotation at his waist is pretty good. The belt is a loose joint, so that's nice. And because of that joint, you do have some side to side tilts at the waist area, so that's good. His leg articulation, kick forward and kick back, non-existent because of those butt flaps. Side to side, it's alright. Thigh swivel. Double jointed knees, very nice. Foot can go up and down. Toe hinge, very good. Full rotation at the foot, which is always nice. And an ankle rocker. Very nice. Moving on to accessories. Starting with facial expressions, 17 comes with a neutral face, a smiling face, a teeth gritting face, and a shouting face. I personally like the shouting face best because of how expressive it looks, but it does also have a bit of a red smudge on the side here, which I guess is part of the QC issue. Also, the neutral face on my copy isn't aligned properly, a common QC issue for the 17 and 18 figures, but I think mine's not as bad compared to most others. He also comes with an alternate hairpiece, or I guess you could consider a different head altogether that's more expressive. This one looks great when put in action poses, so it's a nice option to have. Now moving on to hands. He comes with a pair of fists, a pair of expressive hands, a pair of splayed out expressive hands, a pair of splayed out open palm hands, and a pair of open palm hands with a peg to put his energy ball on. Speaking of, here's the energy ball that pegs into that hand. The design is pretty simple but good, being a ball with a swirly sculpt all around and a nice silver finish to it. Last but not least, he also comes with this green energy effect piece that goes into his right fist. I really like the sculpt work and how the green transitions to a silver finish at the tip here. I find the combo works really well. Do be careful of how deep you put the energy effect into the fist though. I pushed mine a bit too deep before and had to use hot water to properly take it out. So, Android 17 is a pretty good figure. It might just be because of his design, but I do think that his aesthetics, accessories and articulation are all really good. If there's anything I would have added to this release though, it's an energy barrier effect piece. It's 17's signature move, so that would have made a great addition, but oh well. That said though, the QC issues do suck. Just because I don't have any glaring issues on my copy doesn't mean it's the same for others. I've seen some with really bad alignment on your eyes, for example, and some with other noticeable defects that are just simply unacceptable from Tamashii. So, overall, I do recommend getting this figure, but unfortunately, you are going to have to keep in mind that the figure may not come out perfect right out of the box. Nobody should have to consider that, but because of what I've seen and read online, it's something you might just have to expect. Now, before I end this review, I would like to bring up this amazing website called rockchala.com. If you love all things S.H.Figuarts and S.H. Monster Arts, then this is the website you have to bookmark. It covers news about releases, reference pages for all products that have been released, a photo gallery, and even a checklist maker to keep track of all the products you have or want. And to top it all off, if you want to be a part of the community, you can join via the Discord link provided on the website. We discuss about a variety of figures and some various pop culture stuff as well, so you won't want to miss out. Anyway, that's it for this review, and I'll see you all in the next one.